This video is especially for those people who got this dream to go for CSS and a PMS, but they don't have ample of time just because of their routine or their job nature, whatever the case is. So let me share my experiences, and I hope it will help you out a lot, to a great extent. The first thing is like, it's simply mere an exam. Most people, they're calling it like a game of luck, but here the strategy and their smart work, it also matters. It too matters. There are a couple of things. It's not for the beginners, it's for the people who know what is CSS and they are in the final phases, and they are just concluding things, and they are trying to make something out of the efforts which they put into this thing. Let me share my experience. I will talk about the most important thing. The first thing is like the subject selection. If you're unable to score the way you were dreaming the last attempt, so you can have a look on your optional subjects, because it is very important. The optional subjects will decide whether you would be able to cross this ocean or not. So this is very important. And the subjects like US history, international law, international relations, journalism, these are the subjects, they are called like evergreen subjects. Another important thing is, manage your time properly. You don't need to study for 10 hours daily, but work smart and wisely, move wisely. How you can do that? Be productive. It's not necessary that you must or you should study a subject for more than 5 to 6 hours a day, but it is necessary that you should be having a target, a destination, that in this week I have to cover these subjects, this and that. And the wise strategy for that is like, you can move like in a parallel approach. One compulsory and one optional subjects. If you proceed like that, so at the end of the day, a month, you would be able to compare yourself with the progress which you're making regarding this journey. Still, if you are worried about your vocabulary, if you're worried about your English portion, so if you look at the newspaper of Dawn, so there is a formula which we created once. There is like 89 formula, page number like that is 8 and 9. So you can simply editorials and editors, letter to the editors, you can go, you can get the important topic, and then you can write the bullets in your own way. And also like making your own notes, that is very important, because you have to move in a descending order. The things would be, the first time they might take 1 hour, then 30 minutes, then 15. A time will come just 5 minutes you will be needing to go and complete and cover a chapter. So by that way, if you are tomorrow, let's say you got a paper, so it would not be a big deal for you to revise the subjects and the course in a brief time. Another thing is like, you have to write a lot, you have to practice. At least like your hand, it should get tired if you want to be a CSP. That is important. Yeah, you have to write, and anything you notice, anything you observe, and stay intellectual. Try to meet as much people as possible, the people from the civil bureaucracy, if you have in your surroundings, from your cousins and teachers and friends. That's very important. You will learn a lot of things. And also, do not compare yourself with other people, because what there is for you, it is for you. And be natural, and try to develop critical thinking also while attempting paper. Also, there are techniques. If you are in an exam hall, so there are only 35 minutes. You cannot write down half of a book even in that time. So what you have to do, you have to play wisely here also. Like while attempting your paper, you have to go for proper outline, and then the important thing, the things which have been asked from you, you have to respond to those things only. Don't need to beat about the bushes and just passing theories and all that history, this happened, this. No, the examiner is quite aware. He knows each and everything. It's what he is seeking from you. You have to hit the target directly, because the time is money, and you have to save the time also. That is time management. And other skills are like, let's say you are okay, if you have 3 to 4 months and you want to appear in this exam, so there is also another strategy which you can apply, and it works in many aspirants cases. What you can do, you grab the past papers of 8 to 10 years, and then get the most repeated question, the questions which are so much important, take those questions and write them in descending order. Let's say question number 1 is repeated 10 times, so keep it on the topmost priority. And then the next question, let's say question number 3 has been repeated 5 times, so do that with this question also. In this way you will get the most repeated questions list and prepare them from 3 to 4 sources, and then go for your exam and see, maybe you hit the jackpot this way too. Similarly, there are a lot of things like there should be no phobia. You should take it an exam and you should enjoy this journey, and you should be intellectual, you should meet friends, you should be smart enough to manage things, and also you can continue it with your job also. Like the quality hours, the time, the psychology says like the time from 11 to 12, and in the in the night time, and in the morning 7 to 8 or 6 to 7 is the quality time. If you've been able to give time this time, so that would be extremely good for you. Some other queries you might be having, but still now right now I'm not having anything in my mind. So if you have any other query regarding PMS CSS journey, you can ask freely and frankly. I would like to quench this thirst of you as much as possible. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.